a meditative life, a reflective aspect of Mary's life, is the most emphasized need for today's world. To have some time to sit back and to think and meditate over all that is happening in my life.
मूलं समीक्ष्य यत्र गम्यता सर्वेषां मार्गं तथैव प्रवृत्ति मूलं समीक्ष्य यत्र गम्यता सर्वेषां मार्गं तथैव प्रवृत्ति.
Sisters and brothers, I extend a very happy new year to all of you on the 1st of January 2025, as we are celebrating also the Solemnity of the Mother of God, the Theotokos, the Mother of Jesus, as our Mother. As I extend to you the heartfelt wishes of a new year, I pray that our beloved Mother, Mary, spreads her mantle upon each one of us, securing us from every danger. May we be able to tread through this new year with peace, joy, and satisfaction in the Lord. The 1st of January, the Mother Church celebrates it as the Solemnity of the Mother of God. Mary is the Theotokos, the Mother of Jesus Christ, therefore the Mother of God. It is also an occasion for us to remind ourselves we are called to be the brothers of Jesus Christ. The second reading today invites us through the letter to the Galatians, reminding us of the fact that we are adopted sons of God. Once upon a time, we were slaves to sin and therefore under the law. But through the birth, the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus, we are redeemed of our sinful lifestyle and are given that adoption as the children of God. Therefore, we have every right to call God as Father, Abba, as Jesus himself did. This is perhaps the most welcoming message for us at the beginning of this new year. We are all the children of God, sharing the brotherhood with Jesus. Therefore, the mother of Jesus is equally our mother too. Mary is the universal mother for everyone. As a result, we venerate her, honor her, respect her, and celebrate the 1st of January as the Solemnity of the Mother of God. May she intercede for us. I'm very much enchanted by the first reading today from the book of Numbers. It comes to us with 3 special blessings. The very first blessing is this: may the Lord bless you and keep you. I was touched by that word, keep you. According to the Bible, to keep means we are given that blessing to be in the presence of the Lord, encountering Him, and to be always safeguarded, protected by His care. The second blessing that is given to us is that may the Lord shine His face upon you. The face of the Lord means to encounter Him personally, to meet with Him. He is a God who walks with us, Immanuel, and therefore His presence will be always given to us wherever we go. And the third blessing is, may the countenance of the Lord be lifted upon you, and may you enjoy peace, shalom, in your life. It is the personal recognition of the presence of God bringing joy and peace in the life of every one of us. My sisters and brothers, what more do we need in our life than these blessings which the Lord Himself is giving us? He is telling Moses, go and tell your brother Aaron and his children, I will bless and keep you. I will shine my face upon you, and my countenance will be lifted upon you, giving you peace. May this peace of the Lord continue to be with us during the year 2025. Today, we are encountering Mary at the manger. As I see the presence of Joseph and Mary near Jesus, along with the shepherds at the manger, we are in fact reminded once again of that responsibility to travel towards that place where Jesus is dwelling. You all have heard about that very famous poem, Mary, Did You Know?, written by Mark Lowry in the year 1984. But the background to this poem is very much touching. In the year 1984, when Mark Lowry was sitting down to organize the Christmas program, he remembered a conversation that he held with his mother. As they were talking about the virgin birth of Jesus, his mother told him, if anyone knew on the face of the earth that Jesus is virgin born, Mary knew it. And that was the insight that Mark Lowry got in order to write this world famous poem, Mary, Did You Know? For 7 years long, he kept on pondering over this statement of his mother. If anyone knew on the face of the earth that Jesus is virgin born, Mary knew. Yes. Later, after 7 years, he approached his companion, Buddy Green, to accompany his lyrics with music. And there came one of the most famous Christmas classic, which in fact is well sung by singers all over the world, and that touches us today. In this poem, Mark Lowry is placing various questions to Mary. Mary, did you know when you kissed the face of this little boy that you were kissing the face of God? Mary, did you know that when he was extending his hands over the sea and calming the storm, that he was the divine master? Mary, did you know that your son would give sight to the blind, that he is the creator of the whole creation? Mary, did you know? And I believe one of the characteristics of Mary, which is presented in the gospel today, shows forth in the course of time, Mary came to know that her son is the divine master, that her son is capable of walking over the sea, that her son is capable of calming the storms. He is the Son of God. Today, we are presented with that very wonderful scene of Mary sitting at the manger. The shepherds came near, and all of them told all what they heard from the angels. And Mary kept everything in her heart and pondered over it. A meditative life, a reflective aspect of Mary's life, is the most emphasized need for today's world. To have some time to sit back and to think and meditate over all that is happening in my life. Mary, did you know? You all might have heard about that famous writer, José Saramago, a Portuguese writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1998. In his memoirs, My Small Memories, he writes a very interesting sentence. The falling from a horse that I never rode. And that sentence makes a mighty impact in the life of José Saramago. Readers later held on to it to understand why he wrote it. He wrote it as the result of a disconnectedness that he experienced in his life from the point of view of his surrounding, from the point of view of the memories that he held, from the point of view of the actual experience of life that he had. He was totally disconnected, falling from a horse that I never rode. This perhaps is a lesson that we need to take when we celebrate today this aspect of the solemnity of the Mother of God. Mary was a woman who accompanied Jesus. From the childhood onwards, although we do not have much narrations in the gospel about Jesus' childhood, we know one thing: he lived with Joseph and Mary and grew holistically in his life. For that, Mary set a wonderful background to him. Mary, did you know? When we ask this question, Mary would surely tell us, I knew it. Because in the later times when Jesus shows forth this aspect of his growing in Nazareth, through his commitment to the poor, the downtrodden, the people who were never in the right place, in spite of their commitment to it, we see the compassion that is emerging from the heart of Jesus, which was learned from Mary. He connected himself well with his childhood, with his mother, with his father. Yes, my sisters and brothers, look at that situation where that woman was caught up in adultery and was brought before Jesus. What did Jesus tell her? He told her, no one dared to throw stones at you. I shall also not judge you. Go back, never sin again. Jesus knew what was the situation of his own mother. He knew how his mother would have been stoned to death. And from that experience, he comes up with a magnanimous attitude of saving others because he was connected totally with his background. Today, when we celebrate the solemnity of the Mother of God, we are invited once again to get connected with our childhood experiences. How our mothers pondered and treasured experiences of their lives into our lifestyle and communicated it in the most effective manner to all of us. Let us celebrate the Mother of God today and enter into this new year with that hope that all that is around us will never be disconnected, but we will create a new ambience for the future in and through the experience that we have gathered for our life. I wish all of you God's abundant blessing. May Jesus accompany you. May the Mother of God spread her mantle upon you, and may Saint Joseph be our Father interceding for us. Happy New Year. Amen.
मूलं समीक्ष्य यत्र गम्यता सर्वेषां मार्गं तथैव प्रवृत्तिः